Hello, beautiful soul. Have you ever said yes to something? A coffee date, a work project, a favor, when you knew you didn't have the time, the energy, or even the desire for it? And then, instead of feeling good about helping, you ended up feeling drained, resentful, and maybe even a little angry at yourself. I remember one time a colleague asked me to help organize a hospital event over the weekend. That weekend was supposed to be my only 2 days off after a month of back to back duties. But I said yes anyway because I didn't want them to think I wasn't a team player. So by Sunday night, I was exhausted, irritated, and quietly blaming them. But the truth was, I had betrayed my own boundary. Saying no can feel hard, but it doesn't have to come with guilt. Today, I'm going to share how to say no with confidence, kindness, and peace. And I'll give you real life examples so you can see it in action. So, why do we feel guilty saying no? Many of us were raised to be agreeable, helpful, and easy to work with. We were praised for being flexible, for being helpful at the last minute, for being there for everyone. Somewhere along the way, we learned that, you know, saying yes equals to love, approval, belonging, and that saying no might mean rejection, disappointment, or even being seen as selfish. I want you to hear this. Saying no does not make you unkind, it makes you honest. And honesty is the foundation of both healthy relationships and self respect. So I'll run you through 3 steps to saying no without guilt, right? Okay, let's begin. Step one, pause before you answer. One of the biggest mistakes we make is answering too quickly. We feel the pressure in the moment, and and our answer by default is yes, even when our body is saying no. A friend of mine used to say yes to every social event. The invite she got, and the very next moment she would RSVP and be like, yeah, I'll be there. She was scared that if she skipped a gathering, people would think she didn't care. I asked her to try one simple thing, the pause. Whenever she got an invite, she would say, let me check and get back to you. Sometimes she realized she actually wanted to go. Other times she recognized she was just saying yes out of fear, not desire. That pause gave her the space to respond from truth, not people pleasing. Okay, let's move to step two. That is acknowledge without agreeing. When you decline, you don't have to be defensive or over explain. I used to send these long messages just justifying my no, like hoping the other person wouldn't think badly of me. But the longer I kept explaining, the more I opened the door for them to convince me otherwise. Instead, I now say, I appreciate you thinking of me, but I can't commit to this right now. And it's short, warm, and clear. For example, last month, someone I barely knew asked me to edit their entire CV for free. I appreciated their trust, but I had my own deadlines to meet. So I simply said, I'm honored you asked, but I can't take this on at this moment. I wish you all the best with it. And I just let it go. There was no guilt, no resentment, no overthinking afterwards. Okay, so step three, offer a boundaried alternative. Like if you genuinely want to support but can't do exactly what is being asked, offer a version that works for you. Like one of my coaching clients was constantly asked to help with family errands. She didn't want to alienate anyone, but she also couldn't spend every weekend running around. So now instead of saying yes to everything, she says, I can't drive you to the store today, but I can order it online for you. I mean, she's still supportive, but in a way that respects her own time and energy. So remember, your no can be gentle without being a yes. Okay, now let's move on to part three, where we reframe your no. Here's the shift I want you to make. Every time you say no to what drains you, you're saying yes to what lights you up. Yes to your health, yes to your peace, and yes to the things that truly matter to you. People who value you will definitely respect your boundaries. And those who don't, their reaction is not your responsibility, right? All right. Okay. So the more you practice saying no without guilt, the more you will realize how much more time, energy, space, and the joy you have for the things you always wanted to say yes to. And yeah, and one last thing, you don't need to be available for everything and for everyone to be loved. You are worthy even when you rest. You are enough even when you say no. So if you're ready to make your sacred no, type in the comments, my no is my self love. And if you know a sister who's always giving more than she has, more than it's of her boundaries, send her this video. It might be exactly the permission she needs. Keep honoring your truth, and I'll see you in the next episode with all my love. Suchi signing off. Bye bye.